It's like a person who has been meditating or who has been practicing compassion, loving kindness, compassion for a very long time, and because of that kind of development of loving kindness and compassion in that person, it has this, ability to affect the environment also positively because of the, the love in you. So we do not have to, tell person saying, I have, that come and I will benefit you. It benefits just like that. Okay, it's the nature of the loving kindness compassion. Like for example, the nature of fire is to burn, isn't it? Even if the fire is down there, you can feel the flame. From far away, you do not have to go and touch it. From very far, you can see. It's the same way loving kindness compassion. And also, it's not only loving kindness compassion, it's also the negative emotions. If someone develops a very strong kind of negative emotion, that can also be felt. It has some kind of, well, I think sometimes people use as word called energy, but it's like energy, something like that. Well, it will not really shake you up, but there is something that you can feel, okay, something wrong or something not, right with that person. That is all because of the wave frame in your mind. It does have a very, this kind of effect, and yes. So therefore, we can see that by developing loving kindness does not only, help you and your family, it helps many other beings, but it also, for example, makes other people happy as well. If someone you have developing, it actually creates a very positive atmosphere, as I was saying. So it becomes the ground for flourishing of happiness as well. These are some kind of effect which is invisible. I just tried to explain you. But maybe you can, it's more something that we can feel than rather see it. We can't really see, but maybe you can feel it, And so, and it's, so therefore, we have to make sure that we engage less and less in the negative emotions, and develop more and more positive, let's say, positive mental thoughts. That is like mindfulness. That is called mindfulness in Buddhism. We speak of mindfulness and awareness. It says mindfulness is the door, for meditation, and usually for accumulation of merit. So if you are mindful about something all the time, that prevents you from engaging in negative thoughts and negative actions. It's defined as saying that the understanding of, karma, usually the law of the karma. I'm speaking through Buddhist point of view, so therefore it says the understanding of the law of the karma. That is because you understand that from accumulating negative karma that brings suffering and difficulties, and by accumulating positive karma that brings you happiness and good life. So because of that kind of awareness in you, it helps you from engaging in negative karma. That is why it is termed as called mindfulness. But mindfulness generally means being aware all the time. Like it is human nature to engage in negative, negativities. So it's not really big deal. We do not have to think that, oh, I might be a very bad person because I experience anger. No, it's not like that. It's good. It means that you are a human being. It just means that you are a human being. In some, some kind of negative emotion is, stronger in some. Well, what I meant to say is, in some anger is very strong, in some jealousy, in some pride, in some ignorance. So it depends. But every human being, every living being, actually experience negative emotion. So it's not a big deal. And it's also not like that. But so, and also because we have all these, let's say, conditions for the negative emotion to arise. Everything around us is the condition for developing of negative emotions in us, if we think very carefully. All right. Like if we take example of anger, we sometimes think we get angry only we see a person that we don't like, or someone who you hate, or someone like your enemy. It's not like that, isn't it? I'm just walking and I just tumble. I get angry. I get angry to the ground. Sometimes There is no reason why I should. And sometimes I just go and tumble, and then just hit on a stone, I fell down, and then I get very angry to the stone. You want to destroy the stone. It's kind of very stupid, but that's what human beings do. So everything around us is like, if I drink this water, if I splash myself, I get angry to the water. I should get angry to myself, but I get angry to the water. It's human nature. So everything around us, is actually ground for negative emotion, and we have the seed in us. It's because the seed is there in us. We might look like very calm and peaceful people, but we are not, because we have all their emotions in us. If you tease them, they are like snake. They are trying. They're all set to bite you. It's really like that. Buddha's teaching says like that, but this is like that. A condition. So we are very easy to. We have conditions all around us, and seed is there in us. So naturally, we experience. It's only a question of meeting with the conditions. So most of the time, maybe we do not meet with them. So we stay in a neutral state of mind. We are happy, just neutral, because there are no conditions to be, to be angry or something like that. But sometimes you just angry in your mind. Also, your mind. That is one way of developing condition. We call it corresponding thoughts. You are sitting. You are not really angry. You're just sitting, and all of a sudden something happens in your mind, and you start getting angry. That's because one previous thought of anger condition, anger got aroused in your mind, and then you reflect back, and then when reflecting back, that actually manifests, and then you just go ahead with that, because we grasp to that thought, okay, and we just hold on to that, and then go deep into that. So that is the mistake that we actually make. We should not grasp it. Well, that's easy to say, but it's difficult to do that. Usually, it happens if you are angry, we should not grasp it, because it's a moment, all right? So, and also if you have awareness, you say, okay, it's not right. Because of this thought of thinking, oh, it's not right, actually helps you to avoid that. There are many things, but then sometimes you don't. It's so strong, and you just engage in that. You are into this, negative emotion, and then you just develop that. So that is not good. That is very, not good at all for one's peace of mind, and also generally it's not, naturally it's not good. So yes, this is the way how we engage negative emotion and everything. But as I was saying, generally, so what we have to do is that be aware. Whenever we engage in this mindfulness, try to generate mindfulness, think, oh, it's not, well, that it's not good. If you know it's not good, then you should try to avoid that, maybe do something else, or maybe just think about something else, try to think about sometimes you get lucky, you can actually avoid that completely. So there are many ways of avoiding, and also not only avoiding, sometimes like you make it subtle. Like, for example, if now you are aware, and so therefore you do not want to go on with that kind of thought, so you are trying to do something else, and because of that your mind is a little bit distracted, and because of that it's subtle in you, and the subtle, it's easier to give up. So that is the way how we usually try to control emotions. In the beginning, meditate, okay? The meditation, there are many meditations. For every different kind of negative emotions, there are different kinds of antidote. Like for anger, it says compassion. Well, compassion is the direct, antidote for removing of the anger, because it is opposite of anger. Nature of anger is opposite of compassion. Like anger, the nature of anger is to harm the beings. That is its nature. And the nature of compassion and love is to benefit, to help beings. So they are like water and fire. They can, so therefore the one kills the other directly. That is the direct antidote. Like we see, if you develop more and more compassion, you get rid of anger in you, and attachment, jealousy, it becomes gradual. You become very calm and peaceful. It is true. So different kinds of negative emotions, for different kinds of different kinds of negative emotions, there are different kinds of meditation as well.